Why'd he search you, bro?
What the fuck is this?
I just want to know. It's just a question. Hey, why'd he search you, bro? Why'd your rights just get violated, bro?
Bro, what is this?
Why'd your rights just get violated?
I don't know, dude.
Your Fourth Amendment right just got violated. He just asked to go through your pockets?
No, he didn't go through them, man. He just felt the outside.
But why?
It's called a Terry frisk. I'm allowed to pat down the outside of the clothes. A search is actually going in his pockets, removing his items.
So this is a Terry stop?
Did I take anything out of your pockets?
No.
Wait, a Terry stop, doesn't it have to have reasonable suspicion of a crime?
Huh?
A Terry stop?
You know what reasonable suspicion is? We were part of the conversation prior to, sir. There was a conversation that took place before, which is why we have the reasonable suspicion.
I understand.
That's why. But it's not an illegal search. I didn't go in his pockets. It was a Terry frisk to pat down, just to make sure that the information that I was given to me earlier wasn't in this situation.
Well, I know the Fourth Amendment protects us from unlawful searches and seizures.
Talk to me over here, man.
Unlawful searches and seizures on a person without probable cause and
But
warrant.
a search would mean going to his pocket to remove his items. At any point, did you see me doing that? I did a Terry frisk down, a pat down, just to make sure that I didn't feel any weapons on me.
I would still think that's a violation of your personal property, right?
There's case law. Terry versus Ohio, I believe.
Exactly.
Terry versus Ohio.
I've read it.
That establishes that I can do that if I haven't in this case.
I've read it,
Which in this case, because we've got a tip from somebody that's part of this group, that somebody in his group may have a gun on them. That's why we came over and made contact.
I mean, I understand.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to sit here and debate this all night with you.
I'm not trying to
be
debate.
honest with you. Be straightforward. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to send me an email.
Okay. I'm just trying to uphold the
And you
Constitution for my children, their children, you know what I'm saying? So we have a free society to live in.
And I'm not out here to violate anybody's rights because of the fact that I value my job. I want to keep my job, and I respect people's rights. So if you have any questions or concerns, I encourage you to send me an email, and you and I can debate this all night long.
Absolutely.
But I'm just letting you know that we had a reasonable tip, a reasonable suspicion. We had a good tip.
I appreciate all the
Somebody may
input.
have had a weapon, which is why we just did what we
I appreciate all the
a Terry
input,
frisk, which was a pat down on the outside of it. A search is actually going in the clothes pockets, removing his items, things like that. As you recorded, you saw that I didn't do any of those things.
Yeah, I understand the difference between the Terry stop.
Because even his own person said that we got guns too, and then he walked over to this group. So,
well, I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, it's for your safety. If I don't come out here and if I get a tip like that, I don't come out and check and make sure that people aren't walking around with guns that aren't supposed to have guns out here. Wouldn't you rather me do that than have some innocent bystander to get shot because they were just almost. One of the guys that gave me the tip was almost in an altercation. Specifically told me that we need to fight. That guy and I need to fight right now. So I came over here to make sure there's no weapons, to make sure nothing bigger happens later. You know what I mean?
Completely understandable, but I mean, I don't think it's understandable if someone just says, I think he has a weapon. They have to see it, you know?
No, he didn't say anything. He said, we got guns.
Okay.
That word for word, we got guns.
I would think that's probable cause.
I would think so too, which is why we came over here and conducted a Terry frisk of the friends he walked over here too.
You know, I appreciate all the answers that you gave me.
That's what we're here for.
I was just asking. I wasn't expecting any
No, I
answers.
understand that, but I'm not going to sit there and have a camera pointed without having an opportunity to talk to you.
Hey,
explain it to you.
You gave your piece. I gave mine.
I appreciate your rights.
Appreciate all
Have a
you.
good night, sir.
Hey, uphold the Constitution for us, man.
That's what I call a peacekeeper. This guy comes with a skate cam, bro.
I like that shirt.
Peacekeeper.
I like
Yeah,
that
man,
shirt.
everybody knows that shit.
I know everything. A little bit about Jacob. A little bit about.